All right. I have a problem. I went and did a haul again, and I didn't actually stop yet. Um, so I go into the antique store. I just happen to want to go in there to check out and see if one thing that was in there that I was looking for. And as in the result, it was not, it actually had sold. Um, so I ended up picking up some toys. I grabbed Wolverine, Pop Claws. Yes. This is a McDonald's toy from a while back. This is back when they actually made more toys instead of cardboard or plastic things. Picked up two of them. It's a yellow and blue costume I really like. Picked up this Flash running. I can't remember which McDonald's one it was. Probably during the time of the movie when they did it. Picked up Ronald McDonald. Again, love the old McDonald's toys. Really didn't go to McDonald's a lot as a kid. And even when the Happy Meals first come out, would have been late 70s, I want to say. Early 80s by then. My parents almost never went to McDonald's or anything like that, so a lot of those toys I never seen. And when we did go, I'd get a Big Mac because I was eating real food, like full size. Picked up these. You can see the Riddler. I think I've got most of them, but however, like the see-through in there, I think that's Gentleman Ghost, the Riddler. Some of those I didn't have out of the figures. Same thing here, as you can see, there's another Flash in that one. But, however, I keep thinking the Penguin might be one that I needed. So, I'll have to go through them and just see and compare to the ones in which I did. And then, of course, I picked up Justice League, Mission Vision. These are from the Justice League animated series, so I do try to grab those when I find them, because they're not like all over the place, and it's not in bad condition. And if you look at the back of it, there's a Superman, Batman, Flash, and it looks like the Martian Manhunter over there, but it's maybe Darkseid. That's kind of who it looks like. But you look, there was also the regular figures and everything else and stuff. And like I said, I just don't see them as much because the animated series was really big, but it wasn't as promoted, I guess, as some of it would have been if it would have just been a regular Saturday morning cartoon. So again, you got a lot of cool figures in that. Now, we left there at the antique store, and my goal was to go to Winter Haven, and Winter Haven is it's probably a town over from us. It's about a 30-minute drive. I've been having problems with my local LCSs getting any kind of bags and boards, and my goal was to go there. So I went there. I picked up this Batman Adventures Annual #1. That is Harley Quinn's third appearance, the animated Harley Quinn. Picked up Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries #6. This is of the current series, #3, blue logo there. And this Marvel Superheroes Hulk and Submariner And as you can tell, the Hulk is has just stopped the train, and he's about to face off against Hercules. Now, I started talking to the people at that LCS. It's not my local, but local enough. And they only had the bags with the adhesive on it that it sticks itself, so it's kind of that, resealable bags. I kind of don't like those anymore. I did use those for a while. Thought they were the bee's knees, and they were going to do everything I needed. So, and then I was like, wow, you know what? I kind of like the other. Most people, I think, had done the same thing. You got to be careful how you lay anything around it if you got it open or anything else and stuff. I just got to a point where it was easier to do the other way. And I use little tiny tabs if you ever see the back of my comic, so it's not like it's a big deal. So they didn't have what we wanted, so I decided to take my daughter out to Disney Springs area, which is out in Kissimmee, and then just hit the comic book store that's out there and see if I can get, which is connected to one of my local LCSs. So I got out there and picked up some stuff. Now, I picked up Astonishing Tales number 28, which should finish a lot of the top part of this run. Of course, I am missing his first appearance. I would like to get a hold of. I like to get it for within reason. Even though I love the character, he is not such an overused character to where somebody needs to jack up prices on it like crazy, but they do. Avengers 108. Again, that kind of works in the lower end of what I'm trying to finish. 106. I've got one book, I think it's 167, that I have to get to have a full run up for a while. Again, with all the ones I just got, you'd think I'd get enough, but I still keep missing it. 284 of Batman. Love the thing where he's fighting these demons on the front. Now this one I read the number wrong, so when I looked at my CLZ, I said, it looked familiar to me, but I thought I didn't have it. As you can see, the numbers kind of cut off. Notorious for DC during that time. Also, I completed my Black Lightning run, so that was good. I've got number 3, number 9, and number 8. Creatures on the Loose, number 23. I'm working on that one too, and this happened to be one of the ones that was a little skip in between I needed, so I grabbed that one, number 23, with Thongor. And number 32. I swear I have that one, but I guess maybe I did it one time. But again, that's why as I'm purging and doing everything, I'm trying to also go through. After I finish each letter, I'm going to go and update my COZ, take out anything I don't have anymore, and put in only what I've got. So, Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom, number 4. This one's from, 65. I'm trying to finish that run too. Same thing with this one. This is Magnus Robot Fighter number 36. I'm probably about 10 away maybe from this. The Master of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi. I am working on that. Again, I'm not far. I just, as you'll see, I picked up number 59. Picked up 29. 29 is the one that's always the big one, in which basically they made such a big deal about originally, and it was harder and harder to get a hold of. This was actually cheap, so I jumped on it. And it's actually in great condition, so I don't know if it was just marked before the hype and just never got adjusted. Did some Planet of the Apes. Again, probably about 3 away for these. Number 7. Number 10. And number 11. Now, personally, even though I enjoy these movies of the originals, I grew up watching more of the animated and the TV series. I personally enjoy those more. I think it's got how can I say, it's not as dark, gloom and doom. With these, they kind of just filter down to the end, is what most of these movies are doing. And I could care less about watching any of the new, but I know the TV series was really, I know it was supposed to take place way before, so it took a long time, but it was actually more enjoyable watching the 2 astronauts run around with Galen doing everything. I've got it on DVD, as well as the animated series, which also takes 3 of the astronauts who come at a different time too. So everything's kind of neat that way. But again, everything is not a final of everything's about to happen pretty much like this did. Now, this I grabbed, and if anybody knows, this is really just a fun movie. This is The Incredible Mr. Olympic. This is where Don Knotts actually turns into a fish that sends out a sonic wave almost every time he does his little thing, which becomes disruptive, and he becomes the force for good in the world. He's just an outcast, weird guy, in a sense of everything normal. And then he goes and he becomes this, fish. It seems the stupidest concept, but it was actually a good movie. And Korg, 70,000 BC. Now, I keep thinking this made everything. It's either, I think I finished it, 2, and number 2, number 6, and I think that did it for me. Now, love the Harlem Globetrotters, and even though this is not in great shape, this is number 9. Love the animated series. I love the Super Globetrotters is one of my favorites, and back and forth on Saturdays, a lot of times they would play the old Harlem Globetrotters when they were actually doing everything. I don't care for anything new, but I do enjoy the old Globetrotters when they played, and even the live show they had. And this is also them in Fun-In. Fun-In is the Hanna-Barbera series that ran, I think it's like 11 issues, so I'm hoping to get them all. I've got a lot of the ones at the top. I've got about 5 out of the 11, so now this is in rougher shape, but it was something that I once had in my collection, and this is Battlestar Galactica, the official adaptation. But this is sort of the Whitman one. This is not the Marvel one, in the sense that the Marvel one has the Spider-Man over here and the logo. Now, like I said, it's not a super valuable one, but it is the first adaptation they did outside of the paperback. I have the paperback, I used to have this in my collection, so I wanted to put it back. It's part of the Marvel Super Special ones. I also picked this up from the limited collector's edition ones. This is Superman one. This is C38. Yeah, it's rough. But again, it was not a bad one that way. Kids taking a ride on Superman, and you can see the superimposed of the Statue of Liberty, which really is cool. And if you look on the back, you can actually cut everything out and turn it into that. Not that I'll be doing that. I think Silver Age Dave is the only one I've seen actually popping that out. He bought multiples and then was making the diorama of one of them. I can't remember which it was. And the last, but not least, is the famous first editions. This is Flash's first appearance. This one's actually in pretty good condition that way. This is his first appearance. As you can tell, the Hawkman's in there, Johnny Thunder, the Whip, and Cliff Carnwell. That's probably the biggest appearance in there is Cliff's. But that's it. Outside of one of my favorite candies to grab down there, it used to be Goofy's sour balls, but they stuck Mickey's face on it now, so I don't know how they hate Goofy now. But that's it. That was my haul. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Happy Friday. Time to go into the weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the people around you. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate the thumbs up, the likes, and I'll talk to y'all later.